Hey guys, what's up? It's Miss Rankin. Today I'm going to teach you about non-isosceles trapezoids and isosceles trapezoids. You may be wondering what the difference is. Well, that's a great question. First, let's talk about the properties of a non-isosceles trapezoid. All right, a non-isosceles trapezoid has only one pair of parallel sides. Okay, we call those parallel sides the base or the bases. And the consecutive angles on the same leg are supplementary. So the legs of a non-isosceles trapezoid, or really an isosceles trapezoid as well, are the non-parallel sides. The parallel sides are called the bases, and then the non-parallel sides are called the legs. Okay, so this says consecutive angles on the same leg are supplementary, which means that if this is A, and this is B, and this is C, and this is D, this means that A plus B, do you remember what supplementary is? It's 180. Is 180, and C plus D is 180. Okay? And then for an isosceles trapezoid, so you'll see the differences in an isosceles trapezoid. The legs are going to be congruent to each other. Okay. Legs are going to be congruent to each other. The non-parallel sides are congruent, the legs. The diagonals are congruent. Remember, diagonals goes from vertex to vertex. The diagonals are congruent. The base angles, so here's a base angle and here's a base angle. They are congruent. Remember, it's the same property in an isosceles triangle. The base angles are congruent. And the opposite angles are supplementary. Okay? So this means that A plus C is 180 and D plus B is 180. Okay? So let's do a couple random practice problems here. All right. Let's start. I'm going to do number 1 here with you. Okay? I've been given 2 angle measures, and it wants the other 2. Well, I remember that the consecutive angles on the same leg are supplementary. So J and M are consecutive angles on the same leg. Remember, these are my bases, my parallel sides. Okay, and consecutive means one right after the other. Okay, so and this would be a leg. And J and M are on the same leg. So J and M are my consecutive angles on the same leg. So J plus M is 180. Okay, which means if I do 180 minus 87, then that should give me M. $93. So M is 93. Again, same thing with K and L. Angle K plus angle L is going to be 180. All right, because K and L are consecutive angles on the same leg. So if I do 180 minus 51, let me use this calculator. I think it goes faster. Maybe not. It may just be me. I don't know. It's 129. Okay. So let's look at a regular, sorry, not a regular, but an isosceles trapezoid. I'm going to give you a quick note here about this one, number 3. Solve for x. Okay, y'all are going to set up an equation so that you can solve for x. What you have here is a pair of consecutive angles on the same leg, which means they are supplementary. Okay, so you're going to say 8x plus 6 plus 54 equals 180. Okay, same thing for number 4. All right, I don't want to give away too much because I want you guys to practice, but I definitely want to help you out some. All right, let's look at number 5. Number 5, we have a, this worksheet isn't good about this, but number 5, we have a isosceles trapezoid. So I know that my opposite angles are supplementary, and I know that my base angles are congruent. So, oh look, they told us. They didn't leave the marks, but they told us. Alright, so since my base angles are congruent, alright, my non-parallel sides are congruent, my diagonals are congruent, my base angles are congruent, and my opposite angles are supplementary. So, since my base angles are congruent, angle F is going to be 118. And I know that opposite angles are supplementary. So, D plus F equals 180. So you can do 180 minus 118. That gives you 62. Or you know that since this is 118 and this is 62, this has to be, and this is 118, this has to be 62. Okay. All right. Moving along here, number 7. We have an isosceles trapezoid. Okay. Our base angles are congruent. Our opposite angles are supplementary. So if this is x and this is x, okay, you want to stick with the properties that you know. Since this is x, our base angles are congruent. So these two now are going to be supplementary. Use that to solve for x. And then you can plug x back in and find your missing angle measures. All right. Same thing here for number 10. This is going to be 10x minus 33. Okay. Sorry, no it's not. It's going to be this, 4x plus 17. Now you know that these two together are supplementary. You can use that to solve for x. Here, you know that base angles are congruent. So you can set those equal to each other and solve for x. All right?